Chapter 9. What is the legal process you will face when you get a driving without insurance charge? Now, what should I expect when going to court for my driving without insurance charge? The most important thing to remember with any charge, whether it's you've been charged with driving without insurance or something else, is that you are presumed innocent. It is the government's job to prove you're guilty. It is not your job to prove that you are innocent. Now, to prove the charges against you, the government must go through a very specific legal process, and this legal process starts with what is called a first appearance. Now, it leads us to how long does it take for my driving without insurance charge to proceed against me in the courts? The charges against you will take time. The legal process does not happen overnight. However, the courts cannot take forever to prosecute the case against you. Generally, the courts have up to 18 months to bring the charges against you to trial. If your case goes beyond the 18-month time period, it may be possible to get your charges withdrawn because your right to have your case heard within a reasonable period of time has been breached. This is a constitutional argument that you should speak to your lawyer about. Now, what are the key court appearances that I will face during my legal process? Now, as your case proceeds through the court system in Ontario, you will face a series of court dates, and these dates include 1, a first appearance. This is the first time you appear before the court. It is not a trial, and you can read more about your first appearance in other chapters. To be spoken to or a set date appearance. This is, the case against you will take time. So for example, your lawyer needs to get all the evidence, prepare a defense, and the same is true of the prosecutor prosecuting the case against you. They need time to prepare the case against you, respond to your lawyer, etc. So the courts require updates to the process to ensure the process is moving forward, and these court updates are heard in court, and these court dates are called to be spoken to or set appearance court dates. Now, let's look at a judicial pretrial. In some cases, you may have a formal court date called a judicial pretrial, and this date is effectively a resolution meeting between you and the prosecutor. If a lawyer represents you, then the meeting will happen between the prosecutor and your lawyer. And at this meeting, issues surrounding your case will be discussed, and resolutions will also be discussed. Now let's look at a trial. A trial is where the charges against you will be heard in a courtroom in front of a justice of the peace. Then we go to sentencing. If you are found guilty or enter a guilty plea, generally, the Justice of Peace will immediately decide on the penalty. In some cases, the Justice of the Peace will decide on a penalty at a future court date. Now, let's look at what is disclosure. Disclosure is all the evidence that the prosecutor will use against you as they try to convict you on your driving without insurance charge. Disclosure includes all of the police officer's notes, witness statements, technical documents, etc., etc. So, am I entitled to all the evidence in my case? And the answer is yes. And it's important to know that the disclosure you get at your first appearance date, it may not be complete. And it is critical to get complete disclosure to properly assess your case's strengths and your case's weaknesses to mount an effective defense.